So one of the largest epiphanies I ever had when I was in high school is what a properly struck golf shot sounds and feels like. So there's this distinct hiss that a great player makes when they strike the ball and then the turf after. Perfect. So you know there's certain positions that are occurring there in order for that to happen. And I never was able to do that at that time. I was a total sweeper. I was picking the ball off the ground. I was hitting it really high. My distance was okay because I was swinging for the fences, but I never really understood what compression was. And then one of my first coaches, he said the secret to golf is to sustain the line of compression, right? That really well-struck ball flying right at the target, and just how important that is to kind of remain in the back of our heads. I just started recently coaching again outdoors, out on the grass, and wow, you know, it's been a couple years indoors and hitting off of a mat, artificial turf. What a difference that sound makes when a good golfer hits a really good shot with some forward shaft lean, maintaining some great angles into the ball, pushing out of the ground with their legs to really release the club past the golf ball. Not only does it have that sweet hiss to it, it's got that really penetrating flight. It's got that characteristic that just cuts through the wind, that goes the right distance. It's just like throwing an accurate dart, but yet it's still got a lot of power and accuracy. So how can we get that compression? I'm going to be sharing some today, but then we've got a series of videos that are going to be coming out this week that are going to talk all about how we can just simply change what we're doing through the hitting area. We don't have to go and transform our entire golf swing. We don't got to go and practice for hours and hours. We're going to just change how the club moves through the hitting area to gain more compression and to gain a better strike and to really learn impact once and for all. And the beauty of it, you'll actually start to see the other parts of your swing change, your takeaway, your backswing, because you're going to know exactly where you need to be when you come down and you come through, and that starts to reverse engineer the rest of your golf swing. Okay, but let me show you a really odd but simple drill that one of my coaches showed me when I was a kid. He goes, okay, Zach, he goes, get down on your knees. He goes, grip it down by the metal, and I want you to hit it with the end of the club. How odd is this? If you want to go and try this, I'll promise you won't be able to hit it with the end of the club. Let's see if I can. I haven't done it in years. Okay, that was pretty good. Let me show you what I first did. The first time he showed me that, right, and he was the first coach that taught me about compression, I went like this, like 99.9% of you will. You're going to start to push the head down and into the ball, and the grip is going to come up, and your body's going to come up, and you're not going to be able to move that club lengthwise for long enough striking that golf ball. And that's a lot like a golf swing. So what I've really learned throughout the years is something that's so hard to learn and coach, but we're going to show you how to do it this week, so definitely stay tuned. But just to give you a small glimpse, when players come down, you need to be willing to move that club lengthwise for longer, and then here's the big key. You have to stay relaxed enough to allow that club to fall and unhinge freely. So typically there's two people. There's the person that's just pulling, trying to do it, but they pull for so long that the club never freewheels and releases. Or there's the majority of you out there that are swinging it back here and are pushing from behind. So we want to be the right one, the best combination of the two, that perfect mix. So we're going to move the club lengthwise, which just means move the grip first, down to this point I'm going to talk about later called the perfect release point. And then from there, I'm going to let the club head out to compress that golf ball. So I actually just felt what, say, Dustin Johnson, John Rahm, some of these really, Rory, some of these great strikers feel like, just real slowly. There, watch, I'm not tight at all. My hands and arms are totally relaxed. And then I'm dropping it right on the back of that ball. And I could feel, I squeeze that ball against the ground, even just a small pitch shot like that. But boy, that is really helping my students figure out exactly what we need to do. And it's remarkable. Once you've hit just a handful of shots like that, you don't go back. You don't go back to this. You don't go back to, really whipping the wrist through the ball, swinging the arms through the ball, using the upper body through the ball, standing up through the ball. You don't go back because you can feel that's the true way to hit the golf ball. So stay tuned this week. I'm going to share some other really good visual analogies, some really good feelings for you, so you can kind of take hold of what compression should feel like. So like I said, there's going to be more videos dropping this week on compression. But if you want to hop right in, I got a huge announcement. The Compression Clinic, this brand new teaching series, is dropping today. You can get your hands on it. And it's an hour long, and it's got some of the best drills, some of the best visuals to really change the mechanics of your downswing, your impact, your through swing, to where you can really hack some easy distance into your next golf shot. And I love it because it's helping my students that are coming here in person. It's helping the ones that have already seen it online. We did some beta testing, and we've seen some great results in the before and afters. Gaining more distance, gaining more shaft lean, all things that we can quantify. And the biggest thing is it's just kind of, they have that epiphany of like, oh, okay, this is what I've been looking for. This is the sound, this is the feel of a well-struck shot. Let's get back to it. So that's live down below if you want to click the link and get started right now. And for the next week, it's 30% off. So you'll get it much cheaper, okay? But I'm really excited because we're gonna do a deep dive this week in compression. We're gonna share some great images and feels on how you can gain more compression and really seamlessly implement it into your golf swing. That's what I've loved about this so far. Once you know what to do, it's really an easy transition to imparting it into your swing. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a lot of fun.